territories that countries openly stated they want/wanted. What's one? Number 4. Argentina. This is Argentina, and if you go 945 miles to the east, you'll be met with the Falkland Islands. The Falkland Islands are British territory, and ever since the early 19th century, Argentina has demanded for the UK to give the Falkland Islands to them. They say
Falkland Islands have more Spanish history than British history.
And the UK basically says
Elbows stay mad, but you can't have all this.
this remains as a want from Argentina that they will most likely never have. Number 3. China. This is probably the most well-known want from a country, but China has stated they want control over Taiwan, as whenever the communists won the Chinese Civil War, the rebels against communists fled to Taiwan and became their own nation. Taiwan is a well-known target for China and will most likely not be able to exist for another 2 decades, and as China always has their eyes on Taiwan. Now for number 1 and number 2. These 2 countries were ruthless. They had the best tactics in battle, and they had the same goal, conquering Europe. Can you guess them? These 2 countries are France and Germany. Specifically, Napoleonic France and No-No Germany. Let's start with Germany. Under the rule of Adolf and his disgusting dreams and thoughts, conquered the countries of France, Czechoslovakia, Austria, Poland, Belgium, Norway, Netherlands, Luxembourg, Yugoslavia, Italy, Albania, Monaco, and a huge chunk of the Soviet Union. Now France. They mostly had colonies rather than real territories, but they conquered Belgium, the Rhineland, the Italian territories, Swiss Confederation. They put a headlock over Spain, Illyria, and a line of territory taken by the Russian Empire. These 2 countries had different views, but same ones, and they also didn't begin to fail until this one mistake, invading Russia. You see, these 2 countries made the same mistake of invading Russia whilst the winter was around the corner, causing their crew to freeze to death. France actually had plans to take Russia during the summer, but the Russians kept constantly running from battle and destroying crops. Though the French did reach Moscow, but they stayed there for long enough for winter to hit, and when they realized it was already too late. Now Germany. Germany made the same mistake, but they were mostly held back by Italy's constant failures, and their leader was just such a narcissist that refused to believe his army could die to communists that he basically just said, "Keep going, you losers," leading to a bunch of men to die, which caused Germany to enter a 2-front war, which eventually led to their defeat in 1945.